It lost it twice to Victus. As we know, Victus aren't here.
Did you say it's getting late?
Yes, sir.
Getting a bit tired?
A little bit.
You're not allowed to get tired. We have a game to cast.
The Nook ban. That is anything but tired, isn't it? People are staying alert.
Come on.
Ban your Nooks in your chalets, people.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hibana
Let's
coming
go.
through as... Hibana is the hard breach ban. Thoughts, opinions, comments? I think I usually go thoughts, comments, opinions.
The thing is, there ain't too many hatches in Chalet, right? And anything Hibana can open up at range, Ace can do the same. So it is a bit strange.
Bit of a weird one.
Bit strange.
Valkyrie removed as well. Maybe we finally see Jegs not playing the IQ all the time.
Honestly, I'm really, really surprised. And you know why I'm surprised?
Tell me why.
Why Dunlibit are not banning Alibi.
Yeah, Alibi would be a great ban.
On it, it is just... Oh, it is dangerous. He's on smoke this time. He's been told, no, Jegs, you have to play the site. Yeah, this game, everyone, honestly. Have we enjoyed the first night of CL? Back in action. Didn't think it would break me as quick as what it has, but here we are.
Defenders protect.
Didn't take long for you to lose your mind.
No. Honestly, I thought it was stronger than this. But I'm not chat. I'm weak. I'm weak. I just...
Is your weakness... Is your weakness like blunders in Siege? Is that your weakness?
I just can't help it. I just can't help it. Because I don't know.
Well, you're going to have to get a bit better at it because there's no doubt that we're going to be seeing a little bit more CL before...
Don't say that.
Before it's all done, you know?
Stop it.
10-star starting off on the defence here. I really like the bans that they've gone for. They've gone for the Nook and they've gone for the Wamai. Something that Dunlimited have played at every available opportunity has been the Wamai. And it was something that really slowed 10-star down on Clubhouse. Chalet, while it's not the same, plays somewhat similarly in that you need a bit of burn, you need that ability to be able to remove utility, and it frees you up to play something like a Cap Tower a little bit.
So we're dealing with the bar, and you mentioned about the Cap Tower, which was literally just about to get onto. Honestly, must say, you're very good these days at like knowing what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I'm going to mention the Capitao. Capitao, obviously, while might being banned, is going to be a great pickup. If you think about the strats that Dunlimited could go for, they could honestly go for a smoke the hatch and plant, which is obviously risky. But one that has been really common, and especially whenever we do see Wamai bans, is you always have somebody playing in this suicide position. There's always somebody here on this defense. If you can place a well-timed Capitao bolt, the fire will just drop right into him, and it'll smoke him out. Flame him out. Whatever you want to use, but he will be gone, and there it is. You've missed it. There's the second one. There we go, and he's starting to get cooked alive, Ollie, but he's using the stim pistols. Look at this from the dock. Surely not. It's an Ox, so there's no way. Brilliant. Oh, that's so good. I've never seen that! The new dock change, that means you get the stim all the way back up to full HP! Oh, that's play of the year. That's play of the year in my book.
Now, what did Unlimited do? They're left to throw what little else utility they have in, and so far Zenoxo's just soaking up drones. The Dokkaebi Core can come in, he doesn't mind. Everyone knows where he is.
I wonder how much it cost them that they missed the first one.
It probably cost them everything. Because
it would have killed him because he wouldn't have enough stims, but because they missed the first one, he can live through the second one that did hit his mark. Oh my goodness, Ollie. I can't believe it.
For a straight up stun, but the pre-fire is there. It isn't quite good enough though. IWI takes Zenoxo out. Jegs is there to trade. There is actually a Frostmat underneath that window that Twitch is hanging outside of as well. But look at Jegs go! He's lining him up! Picks up 3! There's potential for more, but he thinks better of it. Drops himself off.
Alibi who?
On the smoke as well!
FMG9 who?
It's done something to slow Dunlimited down.
Gee Willikers, that's all I can say.
2 versus 4 with 30 seconds left to go. A Twitch and the Lion is all you have to play with. Quite a bold play here from Rorik. I think he must have a bit of info maybe, but And realistically, he's got to make a bit of a play here as we see the Lions gang come out. It's going to be a quad for
Two
Azza.
aces in one night.
Let's go. We eventually see Azza. He was confirmed with the kill for Jegs, but Jegs had already put the damage in.
He's done it again. He's done it again, that Jegs.
2 aces, 1 4K. This is all from the player that had a horrible clubhouse as well.
Honestly, any EUL teams, anyone need entries, there you go. There he is, young Jegs. Don't think he gets aces. But as good as what Jake's done, I'm still in awe of the Noxo. Still in awe. Love it.
Is that? Do you think
absolutely love it?
Do you think that's rehearsed?
I feel as if that is prepped for nades. Being tossed in because obviously you can stim yourself up, you can tank the nade. But equally, I'm sure they probably had, if we are banning Wamai, they might bring a cap. I don't think it's specifically for, bringing against the Capitao, because Capitao is still very niche, it has to be said. But
it just, the timings
they were ready for it. Doesn't matter, they were ready for it.
The timings of it just seemed to work really well.
Yeah.
For when he stimmed himself up, how much that chunked down as he was caught in animation, and then just having enough HP to stim up again.
It's just they missed the first one.
Yeah.
Because you put the first one in, he has to use all his stims for the first one, and then the second one comes in and he's got nothing.
And that's it.
That's the shit. It is possible to work around it, but if you miss, Zanoxo will punish.
It's not an easy Capitao to hit either.
I mean, it's just strange that you hit the second one but don't hit the first one. Where's the consistency?
I think it's the risk of overexposure.
You have to practice that in the training ground, surely.
Goodness. If Zanoxo would have hit that, I would have probably walked off.
Would you?
Yeah.
You reckon?
Just dragging the headset with me.
You're not allowed to walk off, that's my thing. Get your own personality. Stick you to the time zone, man. That's what you stick to.
I can say when I've had enough.
Enough's enough, you could say.
Maybe I would have said it's time to walk off.
It's time to go. It's time to go. Sorry. Inner football fan coming out on me there. Anywho, 10-star. Has to be said, with that first round, the confidence must be exemplary in that team.
Sky high. It's got to be. Especially off the back of the border as well. It should be confidence upon confidence now for 10-star. There's nothing that's causing them too much obstacle here. Nade going to get sent through. Azra has already dipped himself back far enough. And Unlimited, we're not seeing that same level of tenacity demo.
They look scared.
They do. Where are the drones?
They look like 10-star after the first round of Clubhouse.
Yeah.
What are they going for? I'm seeing two players walk in side by side, and Jegs right into Jegs with another 2 kills, Ollie! 7 in a row. What do you do against this man? What do you do? Finally, he's been taken out. But it doesn't matter. The job's finished.
The damage is well and truly being done. Army and Nordwind, they might have the breach open, but they've still got nearly the entirety of 10-star to wade through. Now, granted, you would have maybe liked the smoke for this bit, but you can't fault Jegs for picking up 3 kills.
3 kills, he's done his job.
Zanoxo, he's all the way back just outside of Wine. Going to be throwing some impact nades out now just to further stall the time, and it looks as though Unlimited are going to split up a little bit here.
What earth do you split up?
I don't know. I don't think that's the best call right now.
They're pushing down main stairs, it seems to be, but then again, it's just going to be a 1v1 gunfight with Nordwind challenging someone onto blue. He's trying to hold probably about 3 different angles here at once. It's not going to happen, and you have to keep in mind, he will be in a 1v4 whenever Army tries to stick to the diffuser, or maybe just trying to push in for kills, and there will be a kill from Nordwind. This should be an easy pre-fire, and it will be from Army. Oh dear, Unlimited now in a good position. Azar is by himself in the bomb site. Zanoxo is rotated above. Diffuser was teased there being planted. Do they know about the flank? Azar, there's a man right in your soft wall. There's the fighting towards blue, and he will get the diffuser carrier killed. Unlimited, it was a nice attempt, but 10-star being able to recollect themselves, and yeah, Azar all by himself being able to clutch up.
We did say that Azza was the rock, Azza was the consistency, and he was the consistency in that round. If you're Jegs and you've picked up 3 kills and you start looking at what's happening on the site, you've got to be thinking to yourself, guys, don't let what I did be in vain. Don't let it be for nothing, please. You've only got to hold a couple of crosses and get some trades. You've got plenty man advantage to do so. Fortunately, for 10-star, they were able to. The split push not quite working out as intended for Dunlimited, although they did still have it in the tank and they were fighting right up until the bitter end there, bringing it down to a 2 versus 2. It was doable at that point. Still, we continue with the rotation of sites on Chalet. As 10 Star are yet to be stopped here.
Kitchen and dining. Obviously, top floor being shied away from. Nobody really likes the top floor anymore, Ollie.
I like it.
Of the past. Why do you like it?
I just like it.
No reason why.
I think it's easy to... I think I like it because I like attacking into it myself.
Why you like attacking into it?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I know what jobs I'm doing on Hibana.
It's a comfort pick.
It is.
Well, I'm here to tell you that top floor is just so unpredictable because it's very easy to create these crossfires from the windows. I think the window play comes in big for that top floor, and that's why teams aren't really a fan of it. So instead, they will go for the kitchen. And to be fair, ironically, it is all about holding top floor nonetheless if you are defending the kitchen.
It's strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
Given that that's the bomb site that you don't want to attack, you don't want to defend, yet you end up defending it anyway. But you just have that extra fallback. I think that's what makes it so nice, is if a plant, you know, the plant isn't going to go down up there, so it's easier to drop off and to give yourself something else to work with.
Solar take looks to be from Unlimited. They have the Amaru, Ollie, which we did not mention. It can certainly be used in a couple of pocket strategies. Maybe in through the Solar, in through double window, perhaps. I'm seeing 2 players lurking outside West Main. I would not put it past Unlimited to go for a stroll. I wouldn't put it past them. I think comboing that with West Main players jumping in, with an Amaru coming out of nowhere, God knows where the Amaru's going to come from. They could just try and bypass the entire setup that 10 Star are looking to achieve.
Rorik's got plenty of options here. He's probably just waiting for some sort of cue. He looks like he's all over the gaff at the minute, though, not really fixed with one idea. And again, the rest of Unlimited fairly passive as well. Hypex has got himself into the top of Fireplace. But when you see the Amaru on the rappel, that's the point where you go, it's probably not being used as intended at this point. Hypex is getting himself into a little bit of bother. They're still going to open up these walls upstairs, Mind Demo.
Oh, Jax. Oh, he just keeps going. He just keeps going. The little fin that could.
Someone's got to shut him down eventually, but the confidence is certainly there for him at the moment, and that's being demonstrated right here, right now, although Unlimited do come away with a lion's share of the kills, giving themselves a one-man advantage, leaving Wiserdent and Azza with quite a bit to do. Utility is still there as well. 4 nades, Demo.
Now, please be aware of the diffuser carrier. It's going to be in the hands of Army, in the hands of the Lion. Where he goes and where he will try and plant is very key. I seen he was out here the last time, out towards that trophy window. I worry. If he jumps in trophy window and gets caught out, there's really nobody in a position who can go and recollect that. So they might just be playing for kills. It is a risky, risky play from Army. He needs some support. Hypex is maybe looking to jump in towards West Main. Both the 10 Star players are teamed up together inside of the kitchen corridor. Do they have long angles onto kitchen? That is the real question. Nordwind is above the hatch, but he's not going to be able to do much. Nobody's in the site, and in comes the jump from the line. Hypex trying to hold from the West Main. There's the shots. Nordwind finds Azur. Looks as if 10 Star are going to be locked out with their own bomb site. Diffuser goes down, and there's an aid. Wiserdent has to try and step past it, and there's Hypex, who we knew jumped in West Main earlier. Maybe not the correct call. Both doubling up together. All it just, yeah, you're fighting one angle, and it's 2 players in the same angle. It's not favourable.
It all came down to that first engagement, because for all that it was a 3 versus 2, as soon as the diffuser's going down, it's 2v2. And you can start to work that for, you know, to your advantage. I don't necessarily think it was the right play with hindsight. Looking at it in the moment, you could think, well, they might just be chasing the kills here. They might not be active enough. They might not give themselves and leave themselves enough time. Good to see Unlimited getting themselves around here. But they've got to do it again. 10 Star back to what was a much more comfortable pick. I don't know if we're going to see the Capitao again this time.
He is 10 kills, by the way.
Yeah, 10 and 2. We've only seen 3 full rounds. It's not a big deal.
Nah.
I can't wait for next week when we have the stats, because they are going to paint a pretty picture. 10 Star head-to-head against basically anyone.
Well, I mean, it's the winner of this game goes on to face Ascend.
Yeah.
Loser goes to Death Row.
10 seconds to insertion.
And Ascend looked to be a good outfit today, all it has to be said. Whoever wins this, they'll be in for a real challenge.
Attackers are moving to the bomb.
God, Deadshot versus Jegs, perhaps? Whew. Some game, that.
Some game indeed.
So we're back over to the bar. There's the Capital again, Ollie. There's the Doc again.
Well, I mean, we know that the Capital should or could at least work if we find ourselves in exactly the same 1-for-1 situation.
They've actually went to breach basement downstairs. They don't have any nades. I think not having nades would not make me believe that they'll be looking for the clear out up top, just because they don't have the utility. They can't burn away the shields, the bulletproof cameras upstairs, just even the players. I wonder if they're looking just to try and rush in while holding players above, utilizing the window upside down repels that you can get that very difficult to deal with, swinging onto that double window. So it is a curious one. I really do not know how Unlimited want to approach a top floor hold with no nades. This isn't going to work. We've been over this.
Well, it could work if the first asphyxiating bolt is good.
Big if.
Difficult to tell if IWI is lining it up here or if he's just seeing if he can get a glimpse there, but looks as though he's going to go for it now. The firebolt does come in, but Znox actually plays aggro. It is going to cost him. He did pick up a kill first, though.
He did.
Importantly, got the frag onto Army. Rorik, he's sitting pretty low HP there at Fireplace as well. There's a Yin Candela going off and a smoke to boot. All the action's happening in and around the site, and it's all going Dunlimited's way. Yonka grabs one.
Look at the HP of the attackers, Ollie.
Very low indeed. The diffuser is in pocket, though. It is in IWI's possession. Are there any frost mats remaining?
Any in the double window? If there's one in the double window, it could be big.
No.
No, it's gone. If there was one, it's gone anyway. Yonka, how does he want to play this? Only a minute to go. HP is favourable for him, but still a 1v2.
Unlimited still using this time to gather info, which is wise. They've got the means to do so. They've got plenty of drones alive. They've got the time. Yonka, he knows that there's going to be some sort of push coming in through that double window. That much is pretty much certain. There could potentially be a bit of info upstairs. The bulletproof was taken out by Hypex up here, and the DMR shots through the floor are going to confirm his fears.
They need to find him.
Now, what does Jonka do? Does he maybe play passively? Could drop himself back into kitchen corridor, could just play back deep inside of the bar. Looks like he's maybe going to go for a bit of a challenge on the window. Does need to be cautious, though. He can't tank very many of those DMR shots. Further drone work required as the smokes now come through. This is brilliant from IWI. It puts a lot of pressure on here. And Jonka needs to find the kill. Wise Hypix got the diffuser. Takes him out. IWI caught inside of his own smoke. 8 seconds left. Has to go for the swing. Has to take the challenge. Jonka, a masterclass of a 1 versus 2 clutch.
Did you see just that favourable swing that he had going into bar? Took a quick little check through the rotate. He knew both of them were there because he knew Dokkaebi shot him.
Yep.
Capital bolts fired in. And he knows immediately the sound cue. Knowing that Dokkaebi's just firing bullets, not at him, but at something. What could that be? Mud window, that's what it was, and immediately knows that he can go and take that challenge onto the player that's probably not expecting Yonka to then cross back into blue and then swing onto mud.
He was very slippy here. Quickly reacted to the first kill. Rorik was really low as well. He had a good advantage in this, given that everyone was pretty low at the start of the engagement. When time's doing the rest, just hold yourself a skinny angle and pre-fire for all you're worth. That's exactly what Jonka did there. Cracking little 1 versus 3 to extend the lead a little bit here for 10 Star and just keep themselves in the driver's seat.
This game makes me happy.
Are you all right now?
I'm happy.
We're recovered from earlier.
Yeah.
Good.
5 seconds left.
Feels good.
Just a little bit of Chalet to bring some order to things.
We always usually cast good Chalet games.
Yeah, I like casting Chalet.
We do usually get the good ones. Especially during the last season of CL.
There was a lot of Chalet last season.
I mean, a lot of Eminem pretty much, wasn't it? It was just the constant force. Look at the confidence 10 Star have. You know, this is 10 Star. This is the team that we expected. We didn't see that during the first map.
What?
Didn't see that during the first half of the second map.
10-3 and everybody else to have 1 kill apart from Yonka.
Yeah, that happens. It's supposed to happen. The Roman smoke.
If it works,
Hey,
it works.
All I'm saying is, I better not be getting called out in my rank games because I love a good Roman smoke with the FMG9.
Yeah,
and I'm always criticised.
But you're not Jegs, though, are you?
No, I'm not. Damn right I'm not. I'm Demo.
Oh, dearie me.
Shout out to the rank stack.
Unlimited. Where is the play? Where is the confidence coming from now? Rorik grabs himself a nice opener. Zanoxo really gets caught out there. I mean, stood next to a barricade with a punch hole in it. You're asking for it.
He tried to kill him on the office door using the punch hole and fireplace window. How has Azure slipped in behind them? There's yellow ping. They know he's there. He's getting live droned right now, but that's a bit of a tricky one, realistically. Oh, I love this from YZN, trying to go and support his teammate, but he doesn't need help. Azure has been able to run riot through Unlimited, and that's going to be a full retreat from 10-star back into the bomb site. They've got their kill. That's all they needed. That's all they wanted. Sure, they've tried out Zanoxo for it, but look at the time they've eaten up.
Actually, Jaeger for a book. It's so much utility from the book in terms of ripping open the floor. Imagine if that book gets into fireplace. Sure, we've got the sledge that can do a similar job, but you're really going to look for a little bit of that speed. Now we start to see the Vulcan canisters waste a little bit of time in terms of that area denial. Walls are going to be getting open now, but Jegs looks like he might be gearing himself up for at least a little peek onto it. Now, Nordwind, he's caught between a rock and a hard place here. He's not got a lot of cover, and shots are starting to fire in. The confidence is here from 10-star. Nades now looking to try and deal with a little bit of this utility. Army going to deploy the exothermic charge and try and get that open as well. IWI just making himself a little bit of a rotation upstairs. The smoke still cutting off a lot of these lines of sight on both sides. Nordwind hasn't got much HP to speak of, needs to deal with this shield. IWI from above, trying to fulfill the role of Rorik, but not doing a great job of it at the moment. Azure, great flank there, timed perfectly with YZN as well, just to cause maximum distraction. But the plant is going to start to go down. Jegs, how's he slipped in? Takes down Army on the plant. He's going to be the next player to fall. Nordwind picks himself at 1, but at this point, it's going to be an exit frag, I'm afraid, because the hatch above you is your enemy. Looking to get a plant down behind the deployable shield, but guess what? You can't come off it now, and everyone knows where you are. Azure picks himself up the last kill, firmly padding that start, as the time would have done the rest, but you can't blame him. Jegs was gunning after it as well.
All of that stems from Azure not being taken out above. And it was a really weird round. Zanoxo tries a bit of a cheeky kill, gets picked off, and then Azure ends up in solar, or did he jump? No, he had to come up. No way he jumps up the hatch. No way. Or does he?
No, I think he was in solar.
He comes up somewhere and he gets in behind the buck. Live drones happens. There's a guy in the solar window droning for the buck.
Asleep.
At what point do you then get off the cam and go and help your teammate? Or do you? I suppose it must mean he's relying on Buck just killing him. That's what he's relying on his teammate taking a 1-for-1 trade. That's it. Well, not a 1-for-1 trade, but just getting the kill.
You speak about helping your teammate. YZN. Zero hesitation.
Yeah, straight away. He heard the panic calls. Help me, help me. Yeah.
Through the Kiba. Didn't even wait for it to fully go. Just sprinted.
Yep.
Kiba and sprint into
Didn't need help in the end of that.
Need it,
and then look how quick 10-star went back to site. As soon as they got that kill, they vanished.
But guess what? If Azure had fallen there, we would have seen YZN there for the trade straight away, and it would have kept an equal man count, 4 versus 4. That's what the game is all about. It's getting the trades. It's making the trades work for you.
That would have been a 3 versus 4.
Sometimes you need it, sometimes you're not. But you've got to be there.
One thing I will say about Unlimited was it was very frantic. Wasn't it? On that execute, it seemed frantic.
Nordwind was caught on a sliver. He literally had a doorway and then a massive breach.
Do you know how I knew it was frantic? They were using nades to clear Kiba barriers rather than the default shield. Doesn't that kind of sum it up?
Yeah.
You need to clear that shield.
I love how we're losing our mind over that because Ace loves that attack as well. He's literally done videos about it and tweeted about it. He absolutely loves it because it's a really good attack to show good teamwork and coordination on. It's a very satisfying one to pull off in your rank stacks, but when it goes wrong, it goes terrible. And I think that was an example of everything just getting a little bit too far ahead of itself there from Unlimited. And 10-star continue this lead. They're storming away right now.
It's really ramping up. Just the energy, the pace that both teams are playing to. leaving nothing to chance. Trying everything that they can. Unlimited, early entrance into that top floor. They have established their library control, but it's all about that office ollie. That's what they need to open up. Get themselves into a position where they can deny these players playing above, but they have to go through Big Bad Jags. He has a single keeper barrier to keep him safe. Any nades? We've got a singular nade on the sledge and 2 on the Iana. So they do have enough to hopefully burn through Jags and get rid of him. I mean, it depends. Do they want to challenge onto the piano players, or do they just want to try and play a little more passive? 2 options there, and it looks as if they're going to go for the hunt.
We're going for the piano player. Jegs heard the Gemini clone come out. It was sent from the roof, but what it does do is it keeps Izaruni laser gate intact. That's the main focus there with that Gemini. Obviously, you've got the ADS behind that as well, so whilst the one may have been burnt on the double wall, we're now using drones to burn laser gates. Not ideal when you've only got 4 left and you still got a lot of players here to find, and you're a man down. Jegs is causing a massive headache here. He can reactivate the laser gate on the double. Still got 2 ADSs there as well to keep him nice and safe. The only saving grace at the moment for Unlimited is that Army's got himself a frag onto Zenoxo.
Yeah, Zenoxo did get a kill earlier inside of the round, so he will get a 1-for-1. And Nordwind maybe looking to jump in towards West Main, will nade off that Melusi, but all about Jegs. We need to try and get Jegs out of here, Unlimited, but no, you allow him to play in that power position, activates the gate once again. Unlimited are trying their best, but this is going to be difficult with upstairs control still in the hands of Tenstar. They're not going to be able to plant. Ollie, they're struggling even to walk in. There's concrete barriers everywhere.
Yeah, the site might not be being occupied similar to the last time that we saw it, but there is a presence elsewhere, and that presence is vertically. Looking to maybe get a plant down in and amongst the smoke now, but the vertical cover is going to be there. 2 versus 1 here as Army is getting that plant down. It will be confirmed. Tenstar do need to be somewhat cautious here as he pops out from the smoke. Pre-fires desperately. Jegs kind of caught out of position right now. YZN could do with waiting just a little bit to make sure he doesn't leave his teammate in the 1vx. Hops himself up over, maybe hears or sees the pistol, and comes in for the clean sweep. How many times have we seen Jegs and YZN going back to back here, hitting someone from both sides?
Good time patience. I thought YZN was so close to overextending.
Yeah.
It was a hair of him giving himself up, but just slowed it down.
Ended up being the perfect
waited
amount.
for Jegs. Jegs comes in, saves the day. Whew. Tell you, it's fast. Fast. 5-1.
Certainly one to keep you awake, considering it's the last game of the night. Switch to the sides. Tenstar. They've done it on defense. Can they do it on attack?
Defenders, protect
I
your
would wager at this point the answer is yes. Given that Unlimited, they're not looking beaten. They are still going at every single round, but they're not looking as dangerous as they once did earlier on in the series demo.
Sure would seem like it. Bedroom. Mentioned before, Ollie, I'm not a fan. Am I going to be proven right, perhaps? Look at the lineup. Namaru, a Ying. What have we got in store? Has to be solar take. Surely it has to be a solar take. No hard breach? Yeah, 100% a solar take.
locate a bomb and defuse it.
Not even a question.
Is this where Tenstar's confidence gets the better of him, though?
Well, solar takes pros and cons. Pros don't need a whole lot. You don't need hard breach. You really take about 10% of the map. Realistically, you take trophy, and then you take solar. That's all you need. Cons, though. As soon as teams know you're going for a solar take, they will just rotate utility, they will set up everything, and if you don't have enough utility to break through some of these positions that players are playing in, especially keep in mind that you have to swing in or push up a staircase to get into Solar, it's not going to be favorable gunfights going for you. So you really do need to have some good stable map control, and also need to have some good utility placement, which they've already done. There's a nade kill.
Nordwin's been taken out. Azza. We're playing inside a wine, looking for maybe a bit of an angle. Obviously playing on the Amaru, can look to do something with that. We do hear a little bit of a Candela going out there as well. Going to choose to hop himself up through the hatch immediately into the pre-fire, but no, IWI, he's missed his shots. There's a chance here, potentially. YZN saves the day. Oh, keeps his teammate alive. Azza, you owe him one there. The advantage now with 10-star.
Oh, Rorik takes so much damage from a nade. Toss out a C4. The nade catches him just a little bit and also catches the C4. Hypix play on the hatch, trying to get aggressive. Down goes Rorik. Down goes Hypix. 3 kills for YZN and Army. Oh, poor old Army. A 1v4 for the Frost. Didn't even see a solar take. Really, all it was just picks from
just kills.
Unlimited just throwing themselves at 10-star.
Jegs picking up the final kill there. What a game YZN's had, Demo.
Oh yeah, just ignore Jegs, will we?
We've commented, I mean, Jegs has had a cracking, I think 10-star as a whole have really stepped it up in this game. But YZN, for me, some of the positioning that he's found himself in has been second to none. Saving Azza there, going back-to-back with Jegs in a couple of rounds, being that rotating player or the player that's hanging on long enough for his teammate to come in. We've already commented about his play on the Azami. Fantastic positioning from him. And that's what you really need out of that player. That's what good teamwork is. It's something that a stat line will never show, is how good and key individual small little plays there have been. Match point here for 10-star. Not a lot is standing in their way here on Chalet. Unlimited looks as though they are well and truly out of gas here, Demo.
Last chance saloon. Bar and gaming is the play. Lineup from 10-star. Ying still firmly in their favor. Oh, I see something that's interesting that I think they might be going for a bit of a classical M&M attack, Ollie. Whenever I see Bar and I see Team 6 pick off something onto a Maverick, immediately I'm thinking they're going to get themselves down in the snowmobile basement, they're going to walk up the snow stairs, and they're going to drill a Maverick line right across the connector wall. What this will do is just free up gaming for a plant. If you don't have anyone inside a connector, gaming is free real estate, especially for a Ying. You can walk in there, you don't have to worry about connector. Really, the only thing you have to worry about is a hatch above, which then, of course, can just be held from one player outside of the library balcony. Should be no issues.
It's something that we've seen a lot before, isn't it, Demo? We've seen plenty of Mavericking through and looking to get a nice little line of sight at least onto that.
I mean, Jake's get a free kill as well out of this.
Yeah, if he's there and ready and waiting.
I like the way that they've rotated somebody onto the office balcony to stop anyone maybe pushing down fireplace stairs and trying to eliminate this trick. And there he goes. The Noxo's found Rorik as well. That was holding above. That's the man in the hatch dead. Essentially, they could just try and execute Ollie.
2 massive kills there. It's not just the kill that's come through that Maverick hole, but it's also the opener that Noxo was able to get. Nordwind, it's now not safe to play inside of that small area. You can't keep yourself alive in the little cubby. You've got to be a little bit more creative with it. But look at how many areas of vulnerability he's got right now. IWI is going to be holding upstairs, but it really doesn't matter at this point. Hypex looking to maybe back him up somewhat, but 10-star are just advancing to the next part of the plan. Ying now coming in to start causing a little bit of confusion. Nice little upside down repel action there from Jonker just to hem those players in.
2 nades still. They can try and execute onto that player inside of library, get the nades tossed in, try and eliminate him. He only has just the 1 concrete barrier. Keep that in mind, Ollie. They need to get rid of him if they want to try and go for this execute.
Azza knows that there's going to be a player at the top of that fireplace. Going to send the nade through now. IWI going to be pretty unaware of it, but the ADS should save him. Is going to catch, and that's now the game given up. Doesn't get caught with the nade in his hand, but it's not far off. IWI still known here. Hypex is going to be covering him on the hop-in if it comes to that, though. Nordwind's got that as well, so a lot of attention going in that direction, but it really isn't going to matter. Jegs just storms on through. Still a deployable shield to play off the back of, but the trade is there. 10-star, they've got the man advantage, and they are going to flex it. Nordwind caught inside a bar now. The diffuser in the hands of Yonka. 30 seconds left to go. Plenty of time to start ripping open that floor and get an idea as to where Nordwind is. His location now called. He's not got very many options ahead of him. And he's going to choose the library stairs, neither of which were favourable. Zenoxo credited with that final kill. 10-star. They make it happen, Demo. They take the series 2-1. Successful here on Chalet.
Clinical attack. Good stuff from 10-star. No real chance for Dunlimited in that game, Ollie. Just one-sided as you like. And yeah, 10-star, just after the first map, we were worried, Ollie.
Yes.
We were worried about this side. And did we curse them? Did we say, oh, the tier list, we've done them over? But nope. No, we haven't. The Oracles remain truly alive.
I think there was some talk of remaking the tier list, but I think we'll leave it as it is for now. Cracking result from 10-star, and that's nothing to be sniffed at all. That was a very long series indeed. Apart from Chalet, which was over and done quite quickly, the first two maps, they will have really took their toll on all of the players. And for 10-star to show that level of sort of maturity and integrity to keep themselves in the fight was certainly impressive to see. No doubt we're going to have an interview with them coming up, so we will throw back over to our lovely desk and they're going to break that final game down for us.